What's up, folks? Welcome to Nerd Report. My name is Lewis. A new documentary is trying to be released, or it's set to be released, that's supposed to expose elder abuse of Stan Lee, co-creator of many of the Marvel superheroes. You may have seen him in the Marvel movies, always used to have a cameo there, and it was kind of like the highlight of the show, if you ask me. And if you were like me, you've had the pleasure of actually meeting him at conventions, because he did a lot of conventions for a very long time. You know, as far as I can remember, I met him at a convention, right? I had a chance to meet Stan Lee. I had a chance to interview Stan Lee a few times. And every time I saw Stan Lee, he brought my spirit up. He brought my spirit up, and that I'll never forget him, and stuff like that. It's a very big loss to just America and pop culture and the world, if you ask me. But there's always been this thing, especially this later age, about alleged abuse, and now a filmmaker is coming forward with alleged video of that abuse, and he released a trailer. The only thing is, it's kind of backfired on him, because in the trailer, he kind of comes off a little bad to some people, right? He comes off as a jerk and everything. And also, it's come into question why he's raising so much money and what the perks are. And if you don't believe me, I'm just reporting the news here, folks, but it's got the attention of Moist Critical, who's like one of the biggest YouTubers, and has actually called out the director. So this is actually backfired to a certain extent.
Like, I'm hoping that there will be a lot of good that comes from it. But this approach of just squatting on the footage for many years and then only like bringing it out if enough money is given to finish the film.
And that started a narrative that, you know, changed it from the abuse to that. So that's a situation. And, you know, it's a Kickstarter. I don't know the director. I've never met him. I never saw him. I used to do a lot of conventions. I have interviews with Stan Lee and everything. And it was always positive to me. I never saw any of this abuse. He was very happy. The only thing I will say is that all this trouble, from what I remember, because it has been a while. It's been a long time now since Stan passed away and everything. All this started happening after his wife passed away. And I think that was a huge component, a huge thing for him. And I think his health started deteriorating. And I think the sharks came out. People trying to take advantage of him may have come out after that. There was alleged separations of him with people who really cared about him. And everything. And again, I didn't witness any of this firsthand, but I will tell you, every time I was with Stan or I saw him, he was happy. He loved his fans. He wanted to do the conventions, actually. But also, I did see a lot of things after his wife passed away, where he was doing conventions, and I would watch these videos, and the handlers had no idea how to conduct autograph signings. So the man at his late 80s, I believe, would be exhausted. So look, there's a lot of sides to the story. I see people on the internet, they're interpreting it weird. People assume, I haven't seen the documentary. Some people have, and everything. I think there's a lot of story here, but I think it's very important to bring attention to abuse, elderly abuse, and stuff here. But we want to see what this story is. Again, every time I saw Stan Lee, he was happy as could be. Until his wife passed away, and it's sad. It is very, very sad if people did abuse him. That's all I got for now. I think there's going to be more to that story pretty soon. So we'll keep you in touch. Hopefully you guys care about this. If you're not a comic book fan, then this is just something you could see when people pass away, what happens, like the fight for their inheritance and everything like that. I think it's an important thing to document and stuff. Anyways, we'll talk later. Nerd out.